do what you have to do in order to try.
Is it the final price, yeah?
This is what some girls interpret. In this video we're going to talk about something that has not been talked about by many other people, and I think is very important, is the creep factor. Women may define you to be creepy. Actually, this happened to me. Sleazy. All these bad adjectives. Creepy, sleazy. I can't remember. The point is, it's very simple. If they like you, you're sexy. If they don't like you, you're sleazy or you're creepy. That's the point. So don't try not to be creepy. Do what you have to do in order to try and get the girl. Work with your instincts. Most of the times they're right. And don't try to not to be creepy, because by being sexual in one way or another, you're going to be creepy to the girls who don't like you or do not welcome it, and you cannot help it. But the point is, by doing the same thing to all the freaking women you like, some of the women will like it, and all of a sudden was considered as being creepy or sexy. And what else could you call it? Sexy, and also quite seductive. So basically, the point in this video is there's no definition of being creepy as such. Is the reaction of being creepy is the reaction that the girl has to you when you are behaving in a sexual manner, or you're vibing in a sexual way, like looking at her intensely in her eyes. That can be creepy. It has happened to me many times. I can't remember how many, but I mean, yeah, countless times. Looking down her lips, looking back up to their eyes. That's creepy as well. They cannot tell why, but they don't welcome it. If they don't welcome it, they say it's creepy. But mind you, you've got to distinguish between the real creep, what they interpret to be creepy, truthfully creepy, if they really don't like you, and what is a shit test to actually see whether you're standing on a pile of cards, or you're standing on real ground. So real, if you're really a man. So it really depends, and this thing is kind of something that is kind of difficult to tell, especially to beginners.
Oh,
so,
very nice, yeah.
You alright?
No, when I look at you. No, I just wanted to try this 8.5. Is it the final price, yeah? Or not? Oh, no.
Yeah, we got a pass size, we've only got 4 sizes, so it'll be
What sizes do you have?
8 or a 9.
Try both.
Yeah? Well, this one's a 9 if you want to
It's a 9, yeah, I'll try
this.
this on, yeah. Yeah, I'll try this on. Oh, excuse me, I look at your hairstyle, it's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, I just have to say hello, Andrea.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, you're from...
You're gonna be creepy, except you're being creepy because you're gonna be creepy in order to be successful. If you're not planning on being successful, sleeping with a girl, you're not having the chance. You're not even giving yourself the chances to be creepy. Being creepy is good, because again, being creepy is the interpretation that the girl gives to your sexual vibe, to your polarization. You are the man and she's the woman, and you're actually sending that message very clearly. This is what some girls interpret as being creepy, and that is okay. So, but what is not okay? Now, you've got to be. I think I made other videos about this particular point. So look at it from this point of view. You can actually send the sexual vibe, being creepy, so to speak, and welcome being creepy, by the way, by looking intensely into her eyes, looking at her boobs or her arse or something of the sort, because you're not really touching her, and that's very, very important. And you're not even talking. So I don't think, from a legal point of view, there's anything in the UK or in the Western world where it's illegal for you to watch and look in a certain way. I think it's kind of difficult to point out in the court of law that you've done something wrong just by looking, or giving a creepy look or something of the sort, or looking at her boobs or something of the sort. So I would say, if you want to stay legal, one of the first things that you've got to do is just use the sexual vibe by looking and talking in a certain way. And even the talk, if you speak very, very slowly in a certain way, and you give a certain look, then that can be very creepy. Indeed it can.
Don't have Facebook. Oh well, never mind.
I'm sorry,
It
but
was
it's
nice to
lovely
meet you
meeting
there.
Yeah,
It's nice to
sorry.
meet you.
Look after
Alright,
yourself.
alright. Oh, excuse me.
Or, to the right person, it can be extremely seductive. It really depends. So the same input can actually generate very different outputs. So that sexual input can, when you take that girl as being the black box, you put that input and you get the output being creepy. Ah! You're creepy! Oh, creeping me out! Ah! Or can you get, oh freaking hell, she's getting wet, and you actually sense it, and that happens quite often as well. So embrace being creepy. Somebody's calling me. Yeah, no, somebody sent me a message. Embrace being creepy is a good thing, because being creepy is the interpretation that the girl assigns to your sexual vibing. Embrace it because it's good, because if you're being sexual, it's just you're putting yourself into the success road. So sooner or later you're gonna get good results out of your cold approach or day game. So keep doing it, and I wouldn't say, if you see that, well, this is what I do. If I see that the girl is interpreting it as creepy, is getting it a bit uncomfortable, I have two choices: either turning it down if I can be bothered with her, but if I cannot be bothered with her, I just get the fuck out. Excuse me. I just move on. Okay. As we'd say in Sicily, I just get the fuck out, and I just do it very often nowadays, because I've got so much freaking supply out there. It's incredible. So I'm a freaking spoiled brat by this freaking cold approach, by having so many freaking girls at my disposal, in terms of being able to approach so many girls with no fear whatsoever. So if I get a little vibe of just nah, I don't even insist. Yeah, so embrace being creepy and being labelled as creepy, but be mindful about your hands. These can put you in trouble if you actually happen to touch a woman who finds it creepy.
Love that.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I just get mesmerised by it.
Yeah, it is really good, yeah.
So do you do the same?
I don't really do, like, sport and stuff like that. I'm more of like I guess, impact certain events on society and culture and stuff like that.
Social story, meaning,
So even appropriately, even if you touch her shoulder, it could potentially be a source of trouble. So I would suggest use the tools that you've got: the eyes, your vocal tonality, the subjects of conversations. You can do all these things. So I don't think there's anything wrong about that, about talking about sexual things, sexual adventures or anything of the sort, or just changing that tone of voice and just slowing things down and having a certain look, giving her certain looks. So all these things are, unless I find something different later on, are very legal things. And then if you get good vibes with that, then you can actually move a bit further in. But be very tactful, and I am very tactful about legalities, because I'm very wary of this. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a free man as long as I abide by the law of the land where I stay. If I don't like that law, I get the fuck out. Excuse me, I move along. So yeah, hopefully you find this video a bit entertaining. And yeah, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. Alright?